Alright, so in this problem, I have 9 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of x. So obviously, I want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, I'm going to first start with writing my equation. So 9 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of x. And now, I'm going to rewrite 9 here as 3 squared. So I have 3 squared to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of x. And the reason I did that was because now these two have the same bases. Both the bases are 3. So now it's going to be much easier to solve. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So in this case, I have 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x minus 1. And we can think of 2 as m and x minus 1 as n. So this is going to be the same thing as 3 to the power of 2 times x minus 1, and which is equal to 3 to the power of x. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, 2 times x minus 1 is equal to x, meaning 2x minus 2 is equal to x, and x is equal to 2. So that is my answer. Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of y minus 1 is equal to 48. So obviously, I want to find the value of y here. So for my solution, I'm going to start by rewriting my equation. So I have 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of y minus 1 is equal to 48. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So in this case, I have 2 to the power of y plus negative 1. So this can equal 2 to the power of y times 2 to the power of negative 1. So now I have 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of y times 2 to the power of negative 1 is equal to 48. Now I'm going to factor out 2 to the power of y. So I have 2 to the power of y times 1 plus 2 to the power of negative 1 is equal to 48. And 2 to the power of negative 1, that's the same thing as 1 over 2 to the power of 1. And 2 to the power of 1 is simply equal to 2. Now 1 plus 1/2 is 3 over 2. So I have 2 to the power of y times 3 over 2 is equal to 48. Now we want to isolate 2 to the power of y. So to do that, we have to get rid of this 3 over 2. And to get rid of the 3 over 2, we have to divide both sides by 3 over 2 to cancel the multiplication. So then these two cancel out, and 48 divided by 3 over 2, that's the same thing as 48 times 2 over 3. And this is the same thing as 96 over 3. And 96 over 3 is equal to 32. So I have 2 to the power of y is equal to 32. Now 32 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 5. So I have 2 to the power of y is equal to 2 to the power of 5, meaning y equals 5. So now to check, 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of y minus 1 is equal to 48. So 2 to the power of 5, which is 32, plus 2 to the power of 4, which is 16, and 32 plus 16 is 48. So I have 48 is equal to 48, and this is right. Alright, so in this problem, I have 4 to the power of 1 plus x plus 4 to the power of 1 minus x is equal to 10. So to start, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So in this case, I have 4 to the power of 1 plus x. So that's going to equal 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of x, plus I have 4 to the power of 1 times 4 to the power of negative x is equal to 10. Now I'm going to factor out 4 to the power of 1. Actually, before that, 4 to the power of negative x, that's the same thing as 1 over 4 to the power of x, and 4 times 1 over 4 to the power of x is going to be 4 over 4 to the power of x. So now, I'm going to let 4 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So now I have 4y plus 4 over y is equal to 10. And now, to solve this, I'm going to multiply both sides by y. So I get 4y squared plus 4 is equal to 10y, meaning 4y squared minus 10y plus 4 is equal to 0. And this means that 2y squared minus 5y plus 2 is equal to 0. And you have to use the quadratic formula to solve this. So you get negative 5, so positive 5, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so negative 5 squared, which is 25, minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is 2, all over 2a. And this is equal to 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 16, which is 9, over 4, which is equal to 5 plus or minus 3 over 4, which is equal to either 8 over 4 or 2 over 4. Now 8 over 4 is 2, and 2 over 4 is 1/2. So I have y equals 2 and y equals 1/2. Now remember how we let 4 to the power of x equal to y. So I first have 4 to the power of x is equal to 2, and if 4 to the power of x equals 2, then this means that x is equal to 1/2. Now I have 4 to the power of x is equal to 1/2, and this means that x is equal to negative 1/2.